Welcome to JNN, Gregory's high school broadcast channel. Today is Tuesday, April 12th. I'm Kaylin Wing.
And I'm Monica Chua. Coming up on today's show, we go behind the scenes of every 15 minutes to take a closer look at the production.
We report on Gregory's Got Talent, where our Jags got the chance to showcase their skills.
Science Olympiad made school history recently, and JNN was there to cover it. We interview a student author who recently published a third installment of his science fiction trilogy.
Dance production performed this past weekend, and we take a look at their work.
And finally, Tanisha Nuncio is in the Sports Box recapping our spring sports events.
All this and more on today's JNN. The Every 15 Minutes program recently came to Gregory to bring awareness to senior students about the dangers of drinking and driving. Tanisha Nuncio reports from behind the scenes.
And that is the honest to God truth.
Last week, the Every 15 Minutes program came to Gregory High. Seniors were selected to participate in the stage crash scene and funeral service to encourage people to make the smart choice before drinking alcohol and getting behind the wheel.
Eating food, putting on makeup, reaching for objects, having your friends in the car, all those things are distraction. Hoping that they're going to watch the video that's created today, or with them experiencing it in the actual production of this video, that they will be able to feel that emotions that everybody feels when somebody actually is in a car crash like that.
I think the makeup is like a shock factor. So the initial shock will definitely get people more emotionally invested into what is really going on. I think it's great to just open up a whole dialogue about these things so that people will understand that the whole seriousness of this whole point that we're trying to do here.
The impact that we're trying to get out of this program is to have teenagers make better choices. Okay? DUI is a choice, and that's the message that's given out to these young men and women. It's an emotional program. I know darn well this program has a profound impact.
What you've witnessed is not real, but it's real for many people each and every day in this country.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Tanisha Nuncio.
Gregory High School has counselors here on campus to assist you in that process.
JNN produced the official Every 15 Minutes video that you can find now on our YouTube channel. 4 Gregory students earned Top 10 Finalist Award at the FBLA State Conference this past weekend. Freshman sisters Lena and Kaberi Gupta both qualified for National in Digital Media Production and Journalism. Freshman David Soon and sophomore Sarah Wafa were state qualifiers. Soon placed 7th in Banking and Financial System, and Wafa placed 10th in Impromptu Speaking. Congratulations to the FBLA team. The Science Olympiad team recently earned top honor in county competition. Kayla Nguyen and Benjamin Parker brings the story.
Science Olympiad recently ended their 2022 season. By placing first in county, they made history for Gregory High School.
The Science Olympiad is a club where we compete in different events pertaining to different fields of science. So there's biology, chemistry, physics, all different types.
Well, I think it's an opportunity for students to really explore something that they might like to do beyond the school walls. It's an academic event, and I'd love to see students excited about academics and cheering for academics. It's not always sports. We love sports, but it's wonderful to see them enthusiastic and wanting to be part of an academic team.
I am vice president of Science Olympiad and also an active member, and this year I am taking 5 events in the competition. This year has definitely been different from other years because this year it's kind of a hybrid schedule. So instead of going to MJC and doing the events, we're staying at school and taking the event at the library and after school as well.
In addition to being a leader on the team, Wu is excelling in academics outside of Science Olympiad. In October, Wu learned that he was named a semifinalist for the prestigious National Merit Scholarship.
First semester, probably around October, Ms. Kuykendall called me into her office, and I was just wondering, I wonder what she's calling me in for. And then she told me, oh, you've been nominated as semi-finalist for the national merit. I was like, oh.
Oh, I was so excited. I ran right in there because he is my TA this year, and I ran in there to congratulate him because I was so excited for him.
So the National Merit Scholarship is a scholarship that's based on your PSAT scores in junior year. And so junior year, you take the PSAT, and then for each state, they see which students have the highest PSAT score, and then
probably like
they choose out of that.
Yeah, and just analyze like the results and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you want to make the graph?
I haven't been awarded the money yet, but I have been named the finalist. So right now, I'm just waiting to see if they're going to offer me money, which is about like $2,500.
Wu is the first Gregory student to be a National Merit Scholarship finalist.
Okay, probably like 1.5 centimeters.
Okay, got it.
I think I wouldn't have made it this far without my friends, because they're definitely a big moral support for me, and we just help each other whenever we can.
It's rare that we get students like Kevin Wu, and it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been my honor to teach him.
Wu will learn in the summer of this year whether or not he wins the full award. Reporting for JNN, this has been Benjamin Parker and Kayla Nguyen.
Congratulations to the team and to Mrs. Miranda for making Gregory history. CASP testing begins Monday, April 18th and will conclude Friday, 29th, so make sure to get plenty of sleep and eat a good breakfast to be ready for it. Gregory Jr. Tejas Mathai recently published his third book. JNN sat down to talk about his writing experience.
Tejas Mathai, a student author here at Gregory, published his first book in middle school and recently published his third book this year.
I guess I realized I wanted to be a writer when I was around in second grade, actually, so 6 years old. And that sort of came from the fact that, me and my brother, when we were like, really little, we obviously had a lot of toys and stuff. So, our relationship sort of devolved into telling stories with each other and, horsing around and stuff. So that sort of aspect of storytelling is what drove me to start writing. It's a big payoff whenever I publish a book because, it's all that hard work, finally out there in the world. And, it just feels really good inside because, you feel like you have another child now.
Tejas is a self-published author and has all 3 of his books listed on Amazon.
So for all of my books, the proceeds are going to Valley Children's Hospital.
Last year, Tejas hosted a book signing in the Gregory Library before donating some of his books to our school.
I came to Miss Fredrickson, who already knew I was a writer, and I was like, oh, I have my books. I was wondering if they are in the library yet. She checked, she said no. I was like, okay, I would like to donate some, and she was like, okay, I'll set up the barcodes or whatever. And, I checked back in with her a couple of times, and then finally, she said, okay, they're all ready. She had a little display up there for a little bit, and then now they're in the fiction section.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Jenna Sharma.
Mathai's books can now be found on Amazon and in our school library. Are you interested in being part of the SLC leadership class next year? There will be an informational meeting this Thursday, April 14th at lunch in room L101. Applications will be handed out and are due by April 25th in the SBO. If you happen to miss the meeting, you can pick up your application in the SBO office or in room N115. For any questions, contact Mr. McCoy.
Drama Club is producing their next show called Rock and Write. Tickets are now available at the SBO for $5. There will be only 2 performances, Wednesday, April 20th and Thursday, April 21st at 7 p.m. in the Black Box Theater in J Building. This is a student-written and directed musical featuring original scenes and parody commercials inspired by popular songs. Seating is limited to 100 audience members per show, so make sure to get your tickets today. Gregory's Got Talent show took place in late March. JNN brought out the cameras to cover the event. Let's see how it went.
On March 11th, Gregory hosted Gregory's Got Talent. Here's how it went.
I think that everything went really good, and I think overall it was a really fun show. I just announced the acts and got everyone kind of organized. We would just, announce them and give like a description of what they're doing. My favorite act was the one that got first place, Mason. It was a piano piece. It was really good.
I think I did pretty well. To me, it's just like I was playing I don't really see it as anything else, but everybody else was like, oh my God, you were amazing, you're fantastic. I just thought it'd be a fun experience. I just thought it'd be cool to join, maybe meet a couple new people, and hopefully get top 3, which I did, which was pretty cool. I got first place. I'm pretty proud.
I sang Billy Joel's song, Vienna. I feel like I did okay. I forgot some lyrics. I don't know if some people paid attention to that part. I asked a lot of people and they said they didn't really notice, so that's good, but I was really nervous. It was kind of a last-minute decision, so I just chose that song. That song had some sort of meaning to it, which kind of relates to us right now. That's why I wanted to dedicate it to the seniors, because we're all graduating, but the song's meaning is basically about how you shouldn't grow up too fast and not to be afraid about it.
Are you interested in being a graduation speaker for this year's commencement? If so, compose a 3 to 5 minute speech and record yourself delivering it as you would on graduation. Upload a copy of your speech with a link to your video by Friday, April 29th. See Mr. Zalazar in room N211 if you have any questions. Congratulations to dance production for the great performance last Saturday. Let's take a peek at some of the routines they performed.
And now, let's go to Tanisha Nuncio with the Sports Box.
What's up, Jags? My name's Tanisha Nuncio. Welcome to this week's edition of the Spring Sports Box. First up, varsity track. Both varsity teams traveled to Pittman High and competed against Enox and Pittman in a C-Cal meet. Jaden Miller placed first in the 100 meter and Aiden Powers placed third. Sophomore Ismail Dominguez, third in the 1600 and third in the 3200. Jaron Johnson, second in the 3200. Jake McBay, second in high jump. And our boys placed second in the 4x100. Moving on to girls. Fallon Wolfley placed first in both the 100 and 200 meters. Isabella Caratini, third in the 400. Lola Facha, second in the 100 meter hurdles. And Natalie Sutherland, third for shot put and second for discus. Sarah Davis, second for high jump, first for long jump and triple jump, and Isabella Bowen, second for long jump and triple jump. Great job, Jags. Next track meet will be a distance meet on April 15th at Riverbank High at 5. Next, let's dive into boys and girls varsity swim. Both teams went up against the Downey Knights at Downey this past Friday. Boys won 88-63. Our boys placed second in the 200 medley relay and in the 400 freestyle relay, and Will Johnson placed second in the 200 freestyle and in the 100 breaststroke. Ryan Davis placed first in the 200 IM, and Jared Warder first in the 50 freestyle and the 100 butterfly. Great job, boys. Our girls placed second in the 200 medley relay, 200 freestyle relay, and the 400 freestyle relay. Shout out to Regan Sherrar for placing first in the 100 and 500 freestyle, and Ruby Avalos who placed second in the 500 freestyle, and Megan Steele first in the 100 breaststroke. Final score, 76-90. Next, boys tennis. Last Thursday, Gregory lost to Enox 2-7. Top players were Dominic Peretti and Elijah Braley, who both won their matches. Next competition is at Turlock, April 14th at 3 p.m. Good luck, Jags. Swinging into softball. Last Thursday, our Lady Jags beat Downey at home 10-0. They are currently on a 6-game win streak. Next match will be today at home at 3:45. Good luck, Lady Jags. Last but not least, boys baseball. Our boys lost to Pittman 9-8 at home. Their next game will be tomorrow at Downey at 3:45. Well, that's it for this week in spring sports. This has been Tanisha Nuncio, signing off.
Thanks, Tanisha. Remember, prom tickets are on sale for $55 in the SBO.
Well, that's it for today's JNN.
I'm Kaylin Wing.
And I'm Monica Chua.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow our Instagram.
See you next time, Jags.